Hello, friends. How are we all doing on this wonderful Tuesday evening? Also, not gonna lie, I'm just gonna tell y'all up front, I'm rocking a bit of a headache, so I've got the bangs in sport mode. They are pinned back, old school, because I am locked in, clocked in, ready to write, and I'm just trying to do my best today. It's just one of those days. But I feel like y'all know me well enough at this point, y'all don't care. So let's go through and say hi to everybody. Hi, Alex. Welcome in. Alex said, howdy, friends. Hope everyone is having a lovely day so far. Friendly reminder to double check that your chat is in live rather than top. Yes, thank you for that reminder, Alex. Everybody check it before you wreck it, okay? Because if you don't have your chat set to live chat, you may miss out on some great comments from some great folks. Hi, Iz. Welcome in. Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, hi, Alex. Angelique says, hello, first time here. Thank you for that chat reminder, Alex. Yes, Alex is great with the reminders. Alex always comes through with like a little hydration reminder too, which we love to see. Alex is awesome. Hi, Ian. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Beth. Hi, Wheelie Gal. Hi, Saoirse. Oh, so exciting. Hi, Christina. First time for everything. Yes, yes. Listen, they're in sport mode. That's the best way I can think of to say it. Hi, Kayla. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Hi, Day. Welcome, welcome. Angelique says, I'm doing well, planning on doing some drafting. There seem to be a lot of migraines going around today. You know what it is for me? And I don't know if y'all can relate or not, but for me, sunlight, I am like a vampire, okay? Genuinely. And sunlight will get me every time. But I think it's sunlight. And I also think, for those of you that have seen like my vlogs and stuff, I feel like it's hard to tell on the stream. But my hair has grown out so much now that it's literally like down to my butt. And I think I need to go get a haircut because my hair is so heavy. It's literally giving me a headache. Do you see how big this bun is? Like, and that thing is dense. It is twisted as tight as it will go, and it is heavy. So I think that's part of it too, to be totally honest. I need to just put some Tiger Balm on there, and that might help. But tonight will help too. Getting some writing and all will be fun. Hi, Savannah. Welcome in, friend. Hi, Beth. Oh, I said hi to Beth already. Sorry. Beth said, I'll be starting with red pen edits in chapter 10 of Project Alabama. So exciting. Also, this reminds me, shout out to everyone that submitted stories for Miley's story time. This includes Beth because they were awesome. Just FYI, I had so much fun listening. They were all so great. It says, what is everyone working on today? Yes, I would love to know as well. Wheelie Gal says, much better. Been able to eat for 2 days now. I hadn't been able to for like 3.5 months. Oh my goodness, Wheelie Gal. Well, congratulations on feeling better. That's super exciting. What were you most excited to dive back into or like indulge in after getting better? I'm so curious. Christina says going to be drafting my thriller, just chugging along. Nice, Christina. Is this the fisherman thriller? By the way, I also love too, during Miley's story time, Christina, I had never seen that fisherman gif or whatever that you popped in there. That cracked me up. It was so good. Okay, so you get this, Angelique. You get this. It really is headache inducing after a time, so I need to at least trim it. Hi, Felicity. Welcome in, friend. Taylor. Oh, love me some Taylor. Yes, get a haircut. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna, if I can't find time to go get, see, part of it is I go get my haircut at a salon where I used to live, and it's maybe like an hour and a half from here. So it's hard for me to find time to go do it. I may just do it myself. This could go one of two ways, but I feel like I could do it, at least if it's just a trim, you know? So I don't know. Maybe if I do that, I'll tack it on to my finishing my book vlog or something, so you guys can watch the chaos unfold. But yeah, I'm not gonna like cut it crazy short, although I do really want like shorter hair eventually, because I miss my short hair days, like shoulder length. But I'll probably just cut it to like my rib cage or something. Natalie, hi Natalie, welcome in, friend, my fellow veggie. Jen's, oh, hi, Jen. Jen said, hi, guys. I'll probably be in and out, spotty internet, on phone with them all day. They're discontinuing old service and sending new equipment. Been there, dealt with that, girlfriend. I get it. No worries. Robot hung up on me 4 times before I talked to an agent. Dude, the automation is getting crazy. It's so frustrating. I totally feel you, Jen. Beth, all right back at you, buddy. Ian said starting book 7 tonight. Oh, that's exciting. Saoirse's going to be working on book 2 revisions. If you haven't heard, Saoirse has a book out. You can get it on Amazon. Okay. It's called A Taste of Bliss. Just plugging it because I think she's too modest to, but yeah, definitely check it out if you haven't already. The Siege of Thornwick. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. What is the Siege of Thornwick? Is that the name of your current whip, Wheelie Gal? Because that's really cool. Alex said, finally kicking myself in the booty and writing the final chapter for TWSB. Oh, the final chapter. We're going to have a dance. You know what that means, Alex. We got to have a dance party. We got to. Day is starting with a dinner sprint and then going to start one more read through of her book before it goes to the editor. That's so exciting. That's so exciting, Day. Christina says, yes, LOL, LMAO Fisherman, which the thriller is not. Yes, I do know this. I do know this. Angelique said, I'm due for a term as well, getting tired. Yes. Mine's not long enough for me to sit on it, but it's close. Yeah, that's true. I've got to keep that in mind. Wheelie Gale said, I have 2 slip discs in my neck and I can't do long hair because of the pain. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. Same, girl, same. Doing a 50K writing month. However, I'm supposed to be at 11,600 words today and I'm only at 200. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. We'll get a Doom coming right up. I'm just kidding. We'll see what the wheel says. We always obey the wheel, but it could happen. I feel like it's been a minute since we've had a Doom. A Taste of Bliss, yes, by Saoirse. It's gonna be, you gotta check it out. It's definitely high on my TBR. You gotta check it out. It's got a beautiful cover. And it's by the ever wonderful Saoirse, so I have no doubts it's gonna be incredible. Also, the premise sounds really good. You definitely need to check it out. Vic, oh, hi, Vic! Welcome in! Listen, we got to. Yes. Love to see it. Love to see it. Oh, very cool. I love that. I love that title, Wheelie Gal. Hi, Rachel Catherine. Welcome in, friend. So happy to see you. Jen said, been trying to finish my book by my April 12th deadline. Only going to finish Act 2 of 5. You know what? Sometimes life is like that. We just all are doing the best we can, right? And 2 out of 5, that's almost halfway. That's something, you know? Don't diminish your progress. That's huge. It said, I'll be completing hopefully 2 chapters or getting to 20,000 words. I have 3,000. Oh yeah, you'll get 3,000. You get 3,000 words in like 5 minutes. You're gonna get that. Vic said, I'm only stopping by for a little bit. I really should be sleeping, still recovering after the writing retreat. Well, we're very glad to have you here, Vic. Very happy to have you here. Listen, I feel like if you guys want to doom, I want to doom, because I want everyone to get what they need out of the stream, you know? So I will endure a doom for you all. And actually, the dooms are growing on me. They're not too bad. Sometimes the long sprints are helpful. Yes, we've got this girl. Yes. Incredible. Yes, I probably could use it too, to be honest. Ooh, plug it, Wheelie Gal. Put the title in the chat. Wheelie Gal has a children's book coming out if anybody has children. Okay. Speaking of that, let's get on over to the wheel. Because we've got some work to do. And myself included, because honestly, your girl is way behind where she wanted to be on these. I say edits. I don't really know if you call it editing when you're just marking up the manuscript, I guess. But yeah, I need to do a lot of editing. My list is long. Oh, hi, Edie. Welcome in. Ooh, you have the cover remade with it. Did you put it in the Discord, Vic? If so, I'm going to creep on that because I'm so curious. I feel like I live in Doom. What is a Doom? So Wheelie Gal, if we land on Doom, which is this little black sliver here that says Wheel of Doom, it takes us to another wheel and a whole nother like layout and screen. And basically it's very like gloom and doom themed. And the other wheel only has sprints that consist of 60 minutes, 90 minutes, and 120 minutes. So they're just really hefty sprints. Hi, Jeannie. Welcome in. Hi, Evelyn and chat. So I haven't written in like 3 weeks. No worries, girl. You know, sometimes a break is what the doctor ordered, you know? Thanks, Edie. I said I have my bags in sport mode because I am like locked in, clocked in tonight. I need to have a distraction in writing, so I could use, yeah, honestly, I could use a Doom. All right, so for anyone that's new, here's the drill here, okay? You take about 5 seconds, you drop your guess in the chat as to what increment of time the wheel will land on. If anybody hits the nail on the head, we will spam the chat with gold stars in their honor, and I'll get them a nice little trophy over on the main screen. So go ahead and take about 5 seconds, drop those guesses in the chat, and then we'll take the wheel for a spin. Some of you have already dropped your guesses. I do see that. Well done. No need to re-enter them. I'll dive all the way back up when I check to see, you know, if we have any winners. So go ahead and drop those guesses. Now, I will say I'm seeing a whole lot of Doom. A whole lot of Doom right off the bat. You guys don't want to like work your way up to the Doom? You want it right away? I mean, that's okay. I can hang with that, but it's just interesting. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Here we go. Look how close that was. That was wicked close. I was so ready to be like, ask and you shall receive. That would have been such a vibe. But we'll take a 35. It's just a warm up. Just a warm up before the Doom, you know? But let's see who got it. Because I know I think I saw at least 135 in here. So let me scan through. Okay, Beth got it. Beth is the only one who got it? Okay, because we had a couple like in the 30s. But Beth is the only 35? Well done, Beth. Win a chicken dinner. All right, let me get you a trophy, friend. Here we go. Very nicely done, Beth. Congrats. Also, I just now realized, sorry for the fact that the wheel did not click that time through. I forgot I have my desktop audio turned off because I found this wonderful Hobbit themed like study ASMR video on YouTube, and I was listening to it before I started the stream, so I had the desktop audio off. Anyways, next time around, I'll turn the little clicky sound on for the wheel. But other than that, we have 35 minutes queued up here. Yep, 35 minutes on the clock. I wish everyone the best of luck, and I'll see you on the other side of 35. Here we go. And just like that, we're back, Jack. So while you all are sharing your progress in the chat, I will tell you I am on page 137. I am making progress slowly but surely. Your girl is crawling through this edit, but I'm catching a lot of good stuff. It's a lot of, I shouldn't say small stuff, but I guess more like detail-oriented stuff. But I'm glad I'm catching it. I really can't complain. That was successful for me. So let's see. Also, we had Annie come in on that sprint, and Miss Page. Welcome in, everyone. Miss Page said, working on my second Facebook post of the decade. The first one worked out, so here's hoping I can figure it out again. Yeah, dude, posting is just, I think all of social media is so tricky to navigate. But once you figure it out, it can be fun. So that's exciting. Angelique said, dinner and stretch break for me. Got 5 chapters exported from one writing program and ready to import into Scrivener. That's awesome, Angelique. That's great work. Listen, the smooth jazz just hits sometimes. Alex got 442 words. That's awesome. Miley! Oh, so happy to see you here. I was saying earlier that your story time popped off last week. It was so good. Edie said, I brushed my teeth and not much else. You know what? We'll take it. Brushing your teeth is progress. It was only a 35er. You know, we got plenty more to go. You got time. Rachel Catherine got 163 words. That's awesome. Savannah got in 308. Great job, guys. Stephanie got 289. Jen got 398. Oh my gosh. Look at the talent in the chat. Just saying. So much talent. Saoirse got 1,171. Day 8 dinner and is now working on an email to an artist for a commission. Oh, that's exciting stuff, Day. Okay, fun fact. I just started trying to, well, you know what? I shouldn't even say anything about this actually, but I dabbled in well, no, I'll just say it. I started trying to draw some of my characters. That is a lot harder to do digitally than I mean, I knew it was going to be hard, but boy, God, was it tricky. It's going to take me a minute. But I am determined to figure it out. I want to figure it out while my book is with beta readers. I want to focus on trying to like do some like promotional stuff. And one of the things is between you guys and me, and I'm not promising anything because this is a very lofty goal. And the last thing I need is big goals or big, you know, you guys know, I don't need any additional like hobbies, but I really want to try to learn how to do some basic animation and try and maybe animate some of the scenes from my book. So I've been watching a lot of videos and like taking notes, and I know a little bit about animation, but not much. So I'm hoping that I can figure that out while my book is with beta readers. But that is a very lofty goal, and I'm not so sure that it will work out because, like I said, it's turning out to be a lot harder than I anticipated, but I really want to try to figure it out because I enjoy analog art. I've done analog art for a long time, but not so much digital art. I did draw, like I have done a bit with digital art recently, but I feel like drawing characters is really hard. I don't know why. I think it's the fact that like I haven't fully decided in my mind on all the fine details of each character. So I don't know. Anyways, I got on a major tangent, but that's super exciting, Day. I love some good character art. Is switched over to her computer, did dishes, and got about 500 words. That's awesome. Cute quote or funny? Well, you may have already sent it by now, is because I apologize. I went on a tangent, but funny. I vote funny. Jeannie, although I'm totally fine with cute too. Jeannie got 195 words that sprint. That's awesome. You know what, guys? We're going to put a little timer on this too, just to keep myself accountable. Since it's our first break of the night, we'll do a cute little 7-minute, but I definitely need to, hold myself accountable here. That's more for me than you guys, just FYI. Wheelie Gal, but that's awesome, Jeannie. Wheelie Gal got 200 words and is working on chapter 5. Oh, there's a lot of progress happening tonight. Christina cleaned up the beginning of her scene. So exciting. Yeah, Saoirse's awesome. 1,171 in 35 minutes is like bonkers. But, you know, we expect that excellence from Saoirse. You know, we expect it from her. Beth got through chapter 10 and half of chapter 11. Also, I'm kidding, by the way, Saoirse. But I just think it's super impressive. But Beth, that's awesome. Yes, everybody is killing it. Yes, make sure you're in live chat, especially because Miley's here and she tends to get filtered out for some reason. Yeah. Oh, you always kill it, Miley. It was so much fun to just like be a fly on the wall and listen. It was actually great. I was just like playing Spider Solitaire, you know, like really mindless while listening to it, because sometimes I feel like I can listen better if I'm doing something with my hands, you know, but it can't be something too distracting. So I was just like doing Spider Solitaire while I had Discord up on this monitor. It was so nice. Saoirse said it was mostly ooh, you were locked in. You were in the zone. Procrastinating from writing has reached the point of actually ignoring my laundry. Start the laundry, Felicity. It will help. I'm telling you from experience. I feel like it helps. That's my advice. Yes, Miley's here. Life admin. Nice, Annie. That's always great. Oh, Beth shared a line. She could feel the warmth radiating from his body and the subtle scent of his cologne filled the air between them. Jimmy leaned in closer, his breath tickling her ear. You're beautiful, Madison. This is from Storytime, isn't it? Or it's in the same like story. Oh, love it. Love it. Miley said, speaking of popping off, yes, it is packed tonight. It is packed. The stars must have aligned. Tonight is a night of productivity. Yeah. Character art will be cool to see. You got this, even putting new punctuation. Yes, that's true. That's true, Felicity. Okay, Dave said, being able to draw characters slash scenes is also a goal of mine, but for now, I'm going to hire out. Yeah, fair. Saoirse, I'm with you on this, buddy. I'm with you. I'm glad I have someone to commiserate with now, if you're maybe wanting to learn. Because, yeah, it's a struggle, but I want to try to learn. Oh, thanks, Smiley. You're so sweet. It's been 87 years. Felicity, you got this. We know you. You can totally. And once you get going, you're going to be on a roll. You know, you really fly. Yes. Now, I'm not really on TikTok so much anymore, but I think it's like I think I know which ones you're talking about. And I've seen them on, I think they post on Instagram too. And yes, I wanted to before I saw that, but then I saw that and I was like, yes, this is like if I could like aspire to something, it would be that. But that will probably be like years down the line. That's going to take a long time for me to get anywhere close to that. Right now, I just want to be able to, if I can even just draw my characters, it would be nice. So we'll see. Felicity, now you're just being dramatic. We know you. You can get right back into this, no problemo. Yeah. 5 frames. I've heard that the more you spread it out, the easier it is. Like, it makes sense. So we shall see. I'm going to cross my fingers and like hope, you know, that I can figure it out. Rachel Catherine shared a last line. I could get used to this. Oh, wait, sorry. I could get used to this. I breathed. Good, because there's more where this came from. He smirked. We love to see it, Rachel Catherine. We love it. Tia! Hello, friend. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Oh, this is so exciting. What was in the water today that brought everyone out to write? I am living for this. I love that everyone is just as excited as I am to see Tia in here. Yes. No, it's a great night. Okay, I'm about to rapid fire because we got about 2 minutes to catch up. So I'm going to rapid fire to the bottom. And then we're going to go to the wheel. Is shared a line. Her fingers tear at her nails, creating uneven lines at the end. I place my hand over it. That way she doesn't hurt herself more. Hangnails are worse than getting stabbed. It's scientifically proven, I think. Okay. Nope, not going to say it. I had a hangnail scene come to mind from a movie that I was going to say gave me like PTSD, but I'm not going to share it because if anyone else knows the scene, which they probably will, I just don't want to bring up that image for other people. But yes, I agree. Hangnails are horrible. And that was a great line, by the way, is Beth said, and since it got lost in the stars earlier, when you mark up your printed manual, oh, red pen edit. Okay, red pen edit. Thank you, Beth. Thank you. Because yes, I've been looking for the right term for it. Of course, Sirsha. Listen, of course. Bloom animation. Ooh, I'm going to write this down. Yeah, I will say, thank God, YouTube has some really great resources for learning animation and learning character art, how to draw character art and stuff. The thing is, when I draw analog, I usually draw like pretty hyper realistic. So switching to more of a cartoon style is what I really am struggling with. But like I said, there's some great resources on YouTube. But I'm going to write down Bloom animation as well. Okay. It is in my notes. Okay, 39 seconds. We're going to run it. Okay, Alex shared a line from D1. Okay, I glare at Shanus in the driver's... Okay, I glare at Shanus in the driver's seat behind our cart. He has a smug grin under that horrible mustache. Context. Mavrin, one of my POVs, thinks Shanus doesn't look good with a mustache. Listen, I'm inclined to agree with Mavrin because I don't even know what Shanus looks like, but unless it's like a super cool, like curly mustache, I'm not a big fan of mustaches, so I get it. It's always fascinating to learn what people do as they listen. Cody was fully finishing his draft. Yes, that's what I heard that. Well, he texted me while that was going on to say he finished. It was so awesome. He's such a star. Someone is having a full-on like meltdown in the hallway, man. But I don't know if it's a meltdown or if it's just a bunch of kids. We have like a lot of kids in this community and they kind of like run around in packs. They're not bad kids, they're good kids, but they kind of like all team up and run around. And I'm like, there's either a big group of kids in the hallway or someone's having a full-on meltdown of some kind. I don't know. Yeah, chat is popping off. Margot! Oh no, I hope I caught you, but hi, Margot! Same story as I shared a story. Okay, perfect. Knew I recognized it. Okay, last line from Savannah. Okay, we're almost caught up here, so I'm just going to catch up real quick. I'm going to get up to Tia's. Put us to the door. I want to hear the Tia adults. Oh, and yay. Okay, hi, Margot. I'm glad I got to catch you before you have to run out to dinner. Thank you for swinging by. Yeah, I will tell you, Tia, you probably couldn't even hear the tea because it's literally like just jumbled out there. Nikki! What is happening tonight? I'm telling you, everybody is here tonight. Oh my gosh. Director like a sprint. Sweet. We'll see you in a bit, bud. We will see you in a bit. Tia, okay. Okay, so Sirsha and Tia are in this with me. We want to learn animation. Okay, I'm glad to know. I'm so glad to know that. Also trying to learn so we can all learn together. I'm still at the learning to draw stage 2. Don't worry, trust me. I'm telling you, I can't even draw like a straight line right now. It's like, it's rough. I'm just saying, like, so believe me, I'll probably be at the base. But I would love to learn alongside you guys. That's so exciting. Yes, it's so cool. If it makes you feel any better, Felicity, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I need to drink some water too. It is. No, oh my gosh. Although, fun fact, in 5th grade, my sister and I, did anyone ever see the movie Holes? You know, the rap where they're like, ARMPI to the T. What's that you smelling? Dog, that's me. You know that one? I don't take showers and I don't brush my teeth. All I do is dig holes, eat, and sleep. Something like that. We did bring down the house at the 5th grade talent show. We had tie-dyed orange t-shirts. We had orange hats. And we did wrap it out, man. It was quite something. I don't think video of it exists anywhere. If it did, I would totally like post it after this conversation. But yeah, and when I tell you I ran those rehearsals, my sister probably hated my guts because I literally had to like listen to the song, because this was back in the day. I had to listen and then type up all the lyrics by hand, and then I like printed it off, highlighted each of our parts, and this was in 5th grade, so you guys know how type A I am. I'm still like this, but anyways, yeah, reminiscing on that is so funny. But yeah, so I did back in the day for like a hot second. Yeah, I'm sure they're okay. They're just, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. There's something about them. I guess outside. Okay, we're going over to the wheel. I'll keep flipping through these while you guys drop your guesses in the chat. Okay, go ahead and drop your guesses in the chat. Take about the next 5 seconds while I just kind of fully catch up on the chat here. And then we'll take the wheel for a spin. Miley said maybe I just hang out with crew people. Yeah, I feel like if they're like styled, it can work. But otherwise, I don't know. Gotta log off for my mastermind. Thank you so much for the space. We'll watch your streams in the afternoon. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for hanging, Miss Paige. So glad you had a good time. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I want to do. I want to learn alongside you guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm glad I know people that are trying to do it as well, because your girl is struggling. Yeah, the Discord's where it's at. Discord's where it's at. When they're just to be walking, yeah. There's a lot more to the animation than I thought, for sure. Yes, it is so, God, the movie is so good. Have lid look, you know? Listen. Okay, sounds good, Wheelie Gal. We'll see you in a bit. No worries, we'll see you in a bit, Beth. Thanks for hanging. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Here we go. And boom, shakalaka. 30. Hey, I'll take a cute 30. We're vibing tonight, you know? The wheel's not hitting us with anything too heavy. And you know what's funny is this was like the one time we all came in and we were like, yeah, dude, it could be all right, you know? We could get down with Doom. And it's giving us the baby sprints. I don't know what's going on. But I'll take a 30. I don't think anyone guessed 30 either. Thank God. Listen, we'll keep spinning. The good news about getting these baby sprints is we get to spin a few more, you know, we get a few more spins in during the evening than usual. So you never know. Oh, that's so exciting, JK. Congrats. Congrats on finishing chapter 25 of Project Sugar and Spice. All right, let me get us back over here. And we're going to get 30 queued up. Excuse that timer. All right, now on this next one, we're going to do a shorter break, okay? I'm going to hold myself more accountable. I'm talking more to me than you guys, okay? But I'm going to hold myself more accountable. We're going to do a 5-minute break on the next sprint, okay? So here we go. We're off to the races, friends. I got 30 minutes on the clock. I'll see you on the other side. are back, friends. I am now on page 145, so I think I made it all of 10 more pages. When I tell you this is a crawl, this is a crawl with a capital C. But we're doing it. So, really can't complain. And I'm in chapter 8 now. Which, if you're new here, my chapters are incredibly long. So, that really doesn't give you much indication, I guess, of where I'm at in the story. But I feel like I'm just slowly getting there. Let's see. And let me also set our timer here. We're going to be productive. We're going to do a cute little 5-minute break since we had a long one last time. Okay. Also, shout out to Savannah. Thank you very much for reminding me to add our little compass up there before. I did throw another one up already for the sprint we just did, so I'm on top of it this time. Also, thank you to everyone that shouted out Walter earlier. He did come and sit on the desk for a little bit. It's harder for him to be up here when I'm working with my book because he wants to lay on the book while I'm working. So you may not see as much of Walter till this is like edited and I'm then revising, but I do appreciate everyone that shouts out Walter when he comes on the screen. Hello, Christina. Is got about 800 words that time. Probably going to work on editing or book bedazzling in the next sprint, unless it's an hour of doom. Ooh, book bedazzling sounds fun. I've never done that before, but that sounds fun. I know what you're talking about, though. I know what it is. Sleep Token was blaring, and all I heard was this soft music behind it. Never been more confused in my life. That's actually hilarious, Tia. I bet that really was quite disorienting. Day says, is it bad that I'm still working on this email? I'm trying to be detailed, but it's slow going. No, it is not. I also take forever to write emails, but I know with me, part of it is anxiety, and I just like want to reread it 10 times over before sending. So yeah, I don't think it's bad at all that you're just trying to be precise in what you're asking for and your tone and everything like that, I'm sure. Saoirse wrote 344 words and then got dinner delivered, so now she's eating. Awesome. Miley made and ate dinner. Edie washed the dishes, got the kitchen cleaned, fans cleaned, dusting done, and the bathroom started. That was a very productive 30 minutes for you, Edie. I love to see it. Jeannie has to hop off, but hopes we all have a great rest of the night. Thanks, Jeannie. Thanks for hanging out. So good to see you. Jen said, I did research and answered the door a million times. Valid. Alex got another 556 written, and Pinky promises that they're almost done with this chapter. For final chapter, I'm definitely taking my sweet time with it. Oh yeah, you should totally take your time. Any progress is progress. That's true. Christina got very distracted and then ate. Listen, eating is good. You know, I'm glad so many of you are getting like dinner sprints in and stuff, because sometimes when we get busy, we forget. And, you know, that's very important. Rachel Catherine got 43 words and is also in the process of editing photos and a video from a shoot she had today. That's so exciting, Rachel Catherine. And that's 43 words is great. Stephanie got 350 words. Awesome, Stephanie. Sleep took a bit. I did clock that when Tia said that. I was like, I think Saoirse loves Sleep Token, if I remember correctly. Day said, thank you for the support. Also, yes to things. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone in that, because yeah, I literally will reread an email like 10 times before sending it. Savannah said, I unfortunately only got 90 words. I was not locked in. However, I started with 260-ish words and currently have 664. I think I'm doing pretty well. That's awesome. 664 is great, Savannah. And we definitely have at least one more sprint in us this evening, I think. At least one. Okay. And I say at least because you just never know if you're going to get a doom, you know? So I gotta be careful, but we're going to get at least one more in. So the night is young, friends. Can I share part of my story? Of course, Wheelie Gal. Go ahead and drop a couple lines in the chat. I think YouTube does limit like how much you can put in at one time. Usually people will send max like 2 or 3 sentences, but feel free to share away. I can at least read 2 or 3 sentences. And Wheelie Gal, are you part of the Discord? because on there, I believe there's a snippets channel where you can share excerpts. And if you have a longer excerpt you want to share, that might be a great place to do that. If you are not part of the Discord, you want to find either Dami, CK, or Ian, who I think is in the chat, could send you an invite link. But it's a great place for writers to kind of hang and socialize. It's a very safe, you know, kind of well-run space. So just saying, if you're not part of it, something to consider. It's a great collaborative space. Beth cooked and ate dinner. Awesome, Beth. Tia just plotted some of Act 2. Look at you go, Tia. Good to see. Oh, thanks, Jeannie. Appreciate you. Oh, it's more than that. Okay, so yeah, maybe consider joining the Discord, because I think in there's a full snippets channel where you can share a larger excerpt. I know YouTube kind of limits how much you can put in at a time, and I would hate for it to get too broken up. Angelique said, back from my dinner break, took longer than I thought. No worries, Angelique. Your timing is perfect, because look at that. Our timer is gone. So we're going to go ahead and pop over to the wheel and get another sprint going. Yes. So Wheelie Gal, you want to go on Instagram and find either Dami, who I believe her handle is at Dami Writes here, or CK, which is, I believe, CK Jensen Author on Instagram. I believe that's off the top of my noggin. Yeah, no worries, Ian. I think it might be best if you contact CK or Dami on Instagram. You can DM them and they can get you an invite link, because yes, Ian is totally probably, you know, I would imagine this is right? Like, he can't just put it in the chat. So yeah, if you DM Dami or CK, they can give you an invite link, and it's a really fun place to hang. So, okay, we've got a few guesses in the chat here. Love to see it. I'm going to give everyone a 5-second countdown before we go for a spin. And I did not do this last time, but this time I'm doing it. I got the clickety click sounds on. Okay, I apologize. I'm in this like vibe tonight where I'm or in this zone where I'm listening to this Hobbit study ASMR thing, and it's really helping. So I've been forgetting to turn the clicks back on, but we are here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Here we go. Okay, not quite a doom, but close. Right, friends? This is close. Let's see. Honorable mentions. Stephanie was close. Alex was close. Yeah, Stephanie and Alex, you were wicked close, but nobody quite on the 50 mark, I believe. 50 minutes. I'll allow it. We love that. What do you think, Walter? Is 50 minutes a good sprint? Yeah, that's the worst, when you like second guess it and you know you could have gotten it. I know, baby. We're about to do a big sprint. I'll give you some cuddles on the next sprint, okay? All right, let's pop on over to this main screen here and get it going. I know. Okay. Just got to get a couple ducks in a row here. Okay. All right. Yes, he is here and ready for his moment in the sun. Can you say hi to everybody before I have to boot you off my desk? Here. You wanna say hi to the fam? Look. Hi, everybody. Do you know how to look in the camera? Not quite, huh? Not yet. Not yet. We'll work on it. I need to put a little Walter cam on my desk. But like I said, it can't really happen until I'm done with the red pen edit. So, anywho, Savannah said, I'll have to leave during this sprint at some point, so I wish you all the best writing. No worries. Thank you for hanging out, Savannah. We appreciate you being here. Give him some. I will give him some cuddles on the sprint. I'll make sure to do it at some point. His little yeah, he is the best little Tobies. Yeah, he's my no baby. All right. That being said, sorry, I could talk about Walter for way too long. We are here to work, right? Wait, did Sarita come in here? Sarita, you snuck in when Walter was hogging the camp? Oh, can't believe I almost missed you. Welcome, Sarita. So happy to have you here, friends. I'm telling you, something is up tonight with the stars. Because I never have all the friends in the chat. And tonight we got everybody. And of course, it has to be the night that I got my bangs in sport mode and no makeup. And well, it's fine. It's fine. You all know me well enough at this point. Yes, Sarita. Sarita. So exciting. Okay. That being said, I have 50 minutes on the clock. Yes. Double checking. But yes, I have 50 minutes on the clock. I wish everyone the best of luck. And I'll see you on the other side of 50. Here we go. sorry. I didn't hit the mute button hard enough. Okay, I have officially gotten to page 160 in my red pen edit. Feel free to sound off in the comments as to how you're doing. I would love to know. I feel like I am seriously going so incredibly slow through this thing, but again, I just kind of keep telling myself, like, it is all progress, and I am catching stuff. So I'm going slow, but with a purpose. So hopefully it'll all work out for the best. Let's see. Day says, I finished my email and decided to draw. Okay, Day, I'm adding you to our little group that wants to learn to draw. You're in it now, mentally. We don't have any, I mean, as far as I know, there's no official meeting place or anything. I'm just saying, but now I've clocked that you too. And I remember you saying that earlier. So it's you, Tia, Saoirse, and Ash, and myself that all want to learn to draw. Gotta remember that. Edie said, all cleaning done. Oh, and thank you, Alex. Thank you for the nice. I don't know if that was to me or Day, but either way, it's much appreciated. Edie said, all cleaning done except for the floors, and I need to replace the tape that holds the dishwasher together. Oh my gosh. Tell me about it. Yeah. For me, it's the laundry machine, but you know. Oh my gosh. Rachel Catherine got 380 words and also finished her reel and photo edits. Killing it over there, Rachel. Love to see that. Beth got through chapters 11 and 12. Well, I'm like gobsmacked at how much you guys are getting done, and then I have to remind myself, like, this was a longer sprint. This was a 50-minute. So, you know, I gotta remind myself about that. Bumble Bear, welcome in, by the way, Bumble Bear. Bumble Bear wrote about 650 words and is feeling good. Awesome. Very nice. Alex wrote the final 290 of this draft one. Wait a minute, Alex. So your first draft is done? Confirm this for me, because if your first draft is done, you know what that means. You know what that means. It means we have to have a dance party. Just saying. Okay, man, tonight's a distracted vibe. I deleted listen, some nights I feel like we can't always be on, guys. You know what I mean? Like, we got to give ourselves some grace. Christina, especially. Christina, you are always in here hustling with me. Always. So you know what? You're allowed a distracted night. Stephanie got 270 words and washed the dishes. Nice. Saoirse wrote 1,177 words. What is happening tonight? Alex has been trying to fiddle with the docs so that they can edit it better. Nice. Edie says, Saoirse, I'm in awe of these. Yeah, Saoirse's killing it. Rachel Catherine, last lines, just working out some dialogue. Okay. Was that a wink I saw? She asked. I don't know. I didn't notice. I lied. What's with you? Why are you acting weird? I'm not acting weird. You are. We love a little banter. We love it. Angelique says, I would love to learn to draw, but I can't draw a straight line on graph paper with a ruler. For the record, that's me right now, trying to learn how to digitally draw. Like, it's impossible. It's not impossible, but it's slow going. Saoirse, so I empathize with you, Angelique. You can do it. Saoirse says, hee, thank you. I'm now writing a spicy scene. So again, oh, well, there you have it, folks. There you have it. Okay. Everybody gear up. Just saying, start getting those emojis ready. Okay. Cause we're going to have a dance party in a minute. Edie is everybody's ready. Here we go. Yep, people know the dance party is a coming. Yes, a great work, Alex. That's huge, finishing the draft. Huge. Oh, that's okay, Angelique. You can just do a little, like, you know, I usually start with one of these numbers. a nice little vogue, or you can just in place, you know, do a little like finger dance, maybe, you know, like Paris Hilton used to do. They used to go like da 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 da. You know, you could just do a little thing. Yeah, of course, Christina. I mean it too. Miley says, randomly got distracted starting a new round of taboo revisions. But congrats, Alex. That's awesome, Miley. You're cranking too. Hello, Lisa. Or Lisa M, maybe? Lisa M? Not sure if I'm saying it right either way. I'm going to go with Lisa. I'm going to go with Lisa. But tell me if I'm wrong. And it's Lisa. Let's see. I started making a massive world building database because I don't want to keep traveling with like 10 notebooks, but Notion's kind of confusing me right now. I feel that, Felicity. I actually, Felicity, for what it's worth, not sure if this will like strike you, but I made this Fossus wiki for the exact same reason, because I felt like, because you guys know I have my plot hole sheet, which I will say, as of right now, I still have my plot hole sheet up because I think I am still going to utilize that down the line, but this wiki has been awesome. And I'm doing it all in a Google Doc with hyperlinks. So if Notion is throwing you, just a thought, just a suggestion. I did a lot of stuff in the Google Docs, and it's been really nice. I mean, I literally have, what do I have on here now? I have characters, organizations and factions, locations, maps, magic system, items, artifacts, and technology, my outline, lore, to-do list / checklist, revision notes, and additional ideas. Which I'm probably, if this all works out for me, I'm probably going to do a video on this at some point because it is incredibly helpful. But I did it for the same reason, because I didn't want to be flipping between a million. I had a bunch of different like Google Sheets, and it was a lot. Let me go back where I was. There we go. Let's see. But we love to see that though, Felicity. Whichever way you go, we love a good world building doc. You know I do. Angelique said, I'll do my best, but man, I do look forward to being able to dance and murder like a fool because no one can see me. Yes, a good little dance break is such a vibe. Lisa. Okay. I got it then. Lisa. Thank you, Miley. Bumble Bear says, I have all these websites and resources to collect all my information for my book, and yet I still have 6,000 notebooks and documents and sticky notes everywhere. I will say too, I am still guilty of this because I do use my notes app in my phone quite often for when I think of things while I'm out and about. I actually, over the weekend, this weekend, was like just going through my notes app and like taking stuff from that and adding it to this list so that it didn't get lost. And actually some of it went in this list and some of it went in different sections of my wiki, but yeah, I do the same thing, just with my notes app instead of notebooks. Preparing emojis. Okay, good. I just figured it out, but I will say it's very, for me, it was like actually very easy. And I'm saying that as someone like, I know I can be somewhat like techie sometimes. I felt like it was very straightforward. Like, I'll do a video on it at some point if I feel like it really worked for me. But yeah, I just used like table of contents. I hyperlinked headings and worked it that way. So once you create an initial landing page with a table of contents, or in my case, I just hyperlinked headings. It worked, like you can actually flip through it pretty quickly, in my opinion, and it's not that involved. But that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. But you know, but Notion is great too. I do use Notion for a lot of my schoolwork, so I do heavily endorse Notion also. So really, you can't go wrong either way, Felicity. To be honest, Angelique says, "Oh, I have docs, notebooks, my writing programs, my editing programs, and yeah." But I will say this, I think, Felicity, this was easier than Notion would be. That's just my opinion as someone who's tried both. But take that for what it is. Notes up. Yes. So real. So real. Okay, Beth shared a last line. What can you tell me about Dawn? Madison asked. Jimmy sighed and looked down at the floor. That's my ex-wife. I suppose she left the company as a result of your divorce? Nope. Jimmy shook his head and sighed deeply. She left with Steve, the top salesman, then divorced me. He knew he should have resigned when she took his top accounts with him. Oof. Yeah, that's a real betrayal. That's brutal. Oh my gosh. I mean, I love those lines, Beth. I'm just like, oh, that betrayal hit me right in the heart. JK Limbo says, whew, just finished work, finished cooking dinner, time to relax. Nice. Yeah, I definitely want to make a video on, I want to make a video on a few like outlining things, to be honest. I'd like to do an overarching kind of like planning and outlining video. My only thing is I was trying to wait until I had kind of like utilized all this stuff before I start kind of like endorsing it too much, you know, because I don't really want to make a video when I hadn't like finished a draft. Now that I finished the draft, I feel fairly confident sounding off on like what worked for me and what didn't work. Like, and I want to make it clear that it's just, I'd only be speaking on stuff that's worked for me up to this point, you know. I'm by no means an expert or anything, but I do feel like I've figured out some good like organizational stuff. So yeah, I will definitely try to do that, Felicity. No promises though, because to be honest, I don't want to promise and underdeliver because I still haven't even put up a vlog of me finishing my book, and I need to do that. I have that film too, but I will definitely do it at some point. I just don't know when. But I promise you, Felicity, if you look it up, the main thing to look up is utilizing headings in Google Docs. I'm telling you. And table of contents. Just look up those two things, and I promise you, because I know you enough, you're gonna figure it out like that. Like that. I'm telling you. But I will make a video at some point too. Angelique says, I was an Evernote user for years, so Notion's my new go-to. Still learning. I have done templates, but I find building it out myself. Yeah, I build out my own stuff too, but there are a lot of great templates too. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Notion. Rough divorce. Yeah, poor Jimmy. Like blog too. Yeah, headings are awesome. And yeah, I've got I took video of me finishing the book like in real time and stuff, so I want to try and post that. I did Word for years and can confirm those two skills make a huge, yeah. There's lots of tools built in that people don't even realize, which makes life a lot easier. I use templates now to give me an idea of what I want to build and then customize it. Ooh, nice. That's actually really smart. Okay, how are you guys feeling? Do you want to do another sprint? This is where the wheel gets a little dicey because we have to obey the wheel. That's kind of like the shtick for my streams. But we never know. We could end up with another 50. I feel like I could do one more if we went like now. If we did it now, you know, and didn't delay. I feel like I could do one more. Okay, sweet. Down to try again. Okay. Yes, and thank you for the reminder, Ian. All right, does everyone have their emojis queued up? Because before we go to spin the wheel, we'll do the dance party for Alex. Dance time, yes. Okay, cool. All right. Dance party. Here we go. Ready? Don't leave me hanging, friends. And here we go. That one goes out to Alex, who just finished their draft, is killing the game. I need to come up with a really good like radio voice or something. I need like a cool sound effect for that or something. I don't know. But that one's for you, Alex. You guys are so creative. I gotta flip through these real quick just to give you your moment on the stage, if you will. Oh my gosh. I love that you guys never leave me alone, like, to dance on my own. These really do make me feel like people are dancing with me. And everyone's so creative. Not the twerking grasshopper. It is a vibe, isn't it? Like, helps break up some of the, you know, sitting still and working away kind of energy. The twerk. Yes. Big shout out to Alex. All right, let's pop over to the wheel here. Do, 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 do. Y'all know the drill by now. Go ahead and drop those guesses in the chat. Take about 5 seconds to do so, and then we'll take the wheel for a spin. If anybody hits the nail on the head, we'll spam the chat with gold stars in their honor, and I'll fetch them a nice little trophy over on the main screen. No worries, Beth. Thanks for hanging out, friend. I hope you have a good night's sleep. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Here we go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. My heart totally skipped a beat because I was like, if we actually get Doom on the last sprint of the night, I'm gonna riot. Okay? I mean, I would have done it, but that was a little too close for comfort for your girl, you know what I'm saying? But 35 is perfect. We could do a cute 35. Okay, let's see who got it. I see the stars already in the chat, so that's awesome. Somebody got it, but let's see who got it. Miley got it. Let's see if anyone else. Oh, we had a few people. Let's see. Miley and Stephanie. Okay, it might have just been Miley and Stephanie, I think, that got it. That's huge that 2 people got it. Come on now. All right, give Miley and Stephanie their stars, everybody. You're already on it. Love to see it. I'm also going to grab them both a nice little trophy over here on the main screen. Here we go. Oh, ignore the jazz. All right, here we go. Very nicely done, friends. Killing it. All right. I'm going to leave that up there just a little bit longer because I'm still kind of getting things set here. And because we had 2 winners, might as well let them enjoy it a little bit longer. All right. And I did pop up our our little compass for the last sprint that we just did. So at the end of this one, we'll have 4 compasses because we're killing it tonight. All right. That being said, I have, and let's see. Also, I do want to highlight, Stephanie said this is the first time she's ever gotten it. Awesome job, Stephanie. We love to see it. We love to see it. That is a sweet feeling, you know? Let's see. Miley's, oh my God, I gasped. Oh my gosh. No worries, Day. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Okay. Oh, quick question before I leave. Are you still Twitch streaming on Wednesdays? So as of right now, I'm sticking to Tuesdays and Thursdays. I am not doing the Twitch Wednesdays. I just feel, and I gotta tell you, I think it has been really good for, I don't want to say my mental health, because I feel like that's kind of dramatic, but I think up to this point, I haven't been as good about like setting aside any time for me to even just like sit on my couch, you know, watch a show or something once a week. And so now Wednesdays have kind of become like my one night, because I still have a Zoom class on Wednesday nights too, but I'm able to like have at least an hour or 2 before bed on Wednesdays to just kind of like decompress. And I think for now, it's not permanent, right? Or it might not be permanent, but for now, I think I just like have to keep that schedule. I think the Tuesdays and Thursdays are kind of like, yeah, kind of like Ian saying, like, just they're a good balance for me, you know, to keep me from feeling too overwhelmed, you know, and it kind of keeps me like from necessarily sitting at my computer too much, you know, because between school and writing, I'm at my computer a lot. But I do miss the Wednesday Twitch streams. Like, it was so nice. And I loved the little to-do list that we got to utilize over there and stuff. So I may be able to get back over there eventually. It's not necessarily permanent. It's just for now, you know? Oh, thanks, Felicity. Thank you for understanding, guys. I knew you would, but I still very much appreciate the understanding. Thank you, Miley. And thank you, Ian, by the way, too. Yeah, Walter's like eagerly, he's like, Mom, when is this going to be done? Oh yeah, no, totally, Felicity. And I never mind anyone asking. Like, I know your all's intent. So please don't ever feel like, I know you guys are not sitting there going like, why are you not doing Wednesday? I get it. You're just checking, you know? But yeah, no, just want to be careful. Yeah, thanks, Angelique, for sure. Oh, thanks, Christina. Heard Chef. I love that. Oh, thanks, Angelique. We're so happy to have you here. Yeah, the to-do list was really fun. I wish we could have that over here. Maybe with time I'll figure out a way to make it work, but for now, or the creators will figure out a way to make it work, but for now they haven't yet. So, thank you, Rachel Catherine. Yeah, I knew you guys would get it. It's just always nice to know you guys, you know. It's always nice to hear the kind words, you know. So much appreciated. But all right, that being said, I have 35 minutes queued up on the clock. Let's finish strong, guys. Okay? Back in my dance days, and even in soccer and stuff, we would always be like, finish strong. I feel like we can do it, you know? So if you're hanging out for this last sprint, let's finish strong. Let's do our best. All right, I'll see you guys on the other side of 35. Here we go. I was just finishing up. I had a small kind of brain blast right at the end of that sprint, but it's one of those brain blasts where I don't know if it's genius or I'm just getting tired, and it's I may look back at it tomorrow and be like, why did I ever think that could work? But I think I may have just had a pretty smart realization, I guess. But I don't want to jump the gun. I could just be really tired and be thinking of crazy stuff. And I only got through like 6 pages on that sprint, to be honest. I'm on page 166 now. But again, making progress, so we'll take it. Let's see where everybody's at. Thank you, Christina. Miley said chipping away at the revisions. Nice, Miley. Those are the best brain blasts. Okay, I'll take your word for it, Sarita. Also, welcome back, Sarita. Love seeing you in here. Yeah. We'll see if it... We'll see. I feel like I need to see when I read it tomorrow, what I think about it. It's either brilliant, and I can't believe I didn't think about it till now. But I swear to God, part of the thing too, to be honest, is I'm like, if I follow through with this brain blast, it's going to change some stuff in my story. And part of me's like, do I really feel like reworking all of that in my story to accommodate it if it is brilliant? But we'll see. I think this is where beta reading's going to come in handy a little bit. So thanks, Smiley. Here's hoping. I don't know, but here's hoping. Saoirse worked on drawing for that sprint. Getting close to done. Saoirse, also the mic blocked it, but I'm giving you a little heart. That's awesome. Rachel Catherine has those moments too. Okay, I'm glad to know I'm not alone. Christina got 154 words. That is definitely a win, girl. Sarita did 9 pages of revisions. Let's see. That's awesome. 9 pages. That's awesome, Sarita. Alex says, well, the worst case was writing down that brain blast. Oh, wait. Well, the worst case with writing down that brain blast is that you can't be mad that you forgot it. Exactly. That's true, Alex. Like, that's a great way of thinking about it. Is like, better to write it down and chance it than to not write it down and tomorrow be like, crap, what was that thought I had? You know? So I totally agree. That's true. It's a great way of looking at it. Edie said, just finished cleaning. Awesome. Bumble Bear says, I was able to do 1,232 words. What? That's incredible. Major success. Yes, I'll say. That's awesome, Bumble Bear. Let the late night brain blast take control. Not Sarita. With Sarita's encouragement, like, I will leave this stream being like, I'm rewriting the whole thing now. I am locked in. But it really wouldn't change everything. It really wouldn't be too much. God, it could be brilliant, but I don't know. We'll see. JK Lambo says, no words written, but relaxed a bit. Gonna relax some more and write later this week. Nice. Listen, relaxing is self-care. That totally qualifies. Angelique says, I got a rough outline done on a story I'm thinking of doing. Oh, so exciting. That's awesome. Christina said, oh man, I've had several of those. I think I have too many ideas on one story. Each one changes the story drastically and I never know what to do. Same. I've been having a lot of those lately since I've started like reading through this draft. Oh my God. And like I said, I told you guys my little story about I watched some Dungeons and Dragons videos and now I just have all these things that I want to like add to my story. And I'm like, Evelyn, Stop. Stop, freeze, focus on what you have here. And then you can, you know, add stuff if you really feel like it needs it. But yeah, I've gone deep down a rabbit hole of like all these things that I want to like add to my world building in particular. I love the little hand hearts. Yes, nice job, Sarita. Angelique said, I love those brain blasts. Sometimes it takes a tired brain to come up with creative things. My best writing happens in the migraine hangover phase. Interesting. Yeah, it could be good. I just don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Susha said, everyone is killing it tonight. Tonight has been hugely successful. Rachel Catherine says, my brain fried and tapped out after the last sprint knock. Hey, totally fair. Totally fair. That last one was a doozy. That was a solid 50. Hey, if anything, they're always fun brain blasts, even if they don't work out. It's like stretching that creative muscle, 100%. And it like came to me very out of nowhere at the end of that sprint. And it just was like, you know, like the light bulbs that go off over people's heads in cartoons, in old cartoons. It was like that. It was like, bing. So I don't know. We'll see. Sarita said, wait, I might have misspoke. I'm on my read through annotating note taking for my draft. Okay, well, that's, you know, that's what I'm doing too. And I think Beth said it's called a red pen edit technically. So that's what I'm going with, a red pen edit. But yeah, Sarita, we are aligned, I believe, on where we're at. Success. Oh, ice cream. That does sound fire. I'm not gonna lie. I could go for some ice cream, actually, Bumble Bear. Miley said, did a line change to the beginning of Taboo. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay. Ooh, okay, this is the line. I thought it was a line, but I was like, let me just make sure. Okay. You are 9. Squinting. By the way, that was my chair, if you heard that. Okay, I swear. It just like makes these little... Anyways, okay. You are 9. Squinting in your cramped Sunday school classroom. You always have to squint in there. The washed out blue walls concentrate all the early morning light until it feels like the full glow of Jesus's glory lives in this vinyl plastered room. He gazes pleasantly at you from glossy posters. You straighten your back. His smile outshines his halo. Yes, this, what Christina said. Miley. Wow. That was so good. Not the squeak. This makes me think of the squirrels from Emperor's New Groove that are like, squeaking, you know? But anyways, this is so good, Miley. Yes. Miley is dropping all the bars. 10,000%. All right. Well, I think that's going to end up being our last sprint of the night. And what a way to end it with that bar from Miley. Let me give us our last little compass here because we've earned it. Right. Got to get the full little compasses. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed your time here. I'll be back on Thursday. And I think that's about all the housekeeping that I have. But tonight's been awesome. You guys made a lot of progress. I made a lot of progress. The vibes were immaculate. The chat was stacked. Like, this was a great time. So I really appreciate everyone that showed up and showed out. You guys are amazing and totally make these Tuesday, Thursday writing group streams like just so much fun for me and so productive, you know? Yeah, it is incredible. Of course, Saoirse. Bumble Bear wrote, and thank you for hanging out, Saoirse. Always love having you. Bumble Bear said, I wrote a total of 1,900 words over the 2 sprints I was a part of. Wow, that's awesome. Thanks for the motivation. Good job, everyone. Of course, Bumble Bear. Thank you so much, JK, for hanging out. Let your work breathe. Yeah, it's a good point. Of course, have a good night, everyone. Stay hydrated. Great reminder from Alex. Remember to stay hydrated and take care of yourselves. Of course. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Rachel Catherine. Thanks, Sarita. So glad you could be here too. Thank you, guys. You're so sweet. All right, let me hit you with my traditional side off. Oh, one last warning from Bumble Bear, which is a really good one. If my chat will buffer, save your docs. Save your docs, everybody. Okay? On that note, be brave, be a light. Remember that you're so loved, and I'll see you around the internet. Bye, guys.